Oh, Sana Puamawetu, Lwandle just threw him under the bus just to save his own skin. So Lwandle has been working with Kusana Tech in making sure that his father's company does not go forward because he's filled with aversions toward his father. However, this whole thing is coming back to Mawetu, and if there's one person who definitely does not deserve all this, it is Mawetu. So, Mr. Zondo has definitely told Mawento that, listen, you are definitely my number one suspect, and there's a whole thing, and you should know that you are in the position of being suspected. Portia, on the other hand, cannot help Mawento because she cannot compromise her own career. She really wants the position of being the CIO, and I think I get where Portia is coming from. But Portia went and went to Ukawe. Ukawe went and confronted her parents, and Lazarus is not having it. Lazarus is like, listen, Kawe, you are an employee here, just like any other employees. Things that we do not tell you is because we are not ready to tell the rest of the staff. And when we are ready to tell the rest of the staff, believe in me, you will be the first one to know. But yes, we are working with Lwandle, and there is a possibility that Lwandle will come and work in Kusela Tech after all is done. I felt nothing for Mr. Zondo. I will say this. I'm just shocked how Lwandle is willing to betray his father the way that he's betraying his father. And I am so worried about Somjika who definitely does not deserve this at all. And he may lose his job. The Zondo company will be weak, And Sydney honestly does not have a brain of his own. That's why sometimes it's hard to feel sorry for him. Because I'm like, think for yourself, use your own brain, And he just does not know how to use his own brain or to think for himself. Even his wife was advising him, saying, no, I trust Lwandle more than Mawetu. We are family always look after one another. I'm just like, Sydney, have your own brains, bro. Like, have your own brains and think for yourself. Anyway, I cannot wait for Friday to see Umgidi Ka Azande. Definitely cannot wait for that one. Oh, Sana, Lazarus is willing to go too far just to get back at Zondo Tech. So now, it seems like Lwandle has come back with the information that Mawetu and Sydney are suspecting something. Lazarus is like, listen, let's throw Mawetu under the bus. Let's let Mawetu be suspected of being a mole. Or else, if you can't do that, because it seems like Lwandle was like, no, I can't do that to Mawetu. Mawetu has never done anything to me. And in all honesty, I thought that Lwandle and Mawetu have a form of a friendship. But Lazarus is like, listen, it's either we provide proof that you are the mole, or we let Mawetu takes all the blame. Knowing how selfish Lwandle is, Lwandle will definitely let Mawetu take all the blame for his selfish behavior. Now, the tricky part is that Mawetu's girlfriend, on the other hand, has found out that Lwandle is the mole. This is also compromising her career because, listen, she wants to be CIO. She really wants that position. So right now, she cannot go back to Mawetu and say, Mawetu, just because me and you have a romantic thing going on, here is the information that I'm willing to provide you with. Sana, I am just not happy for how things are unfolding for Mawetu. I'm like, does he really deserve this though? Like, is this what Mawetu deserves? You know what I mean? On the other hand, the romantic, strong chemistry between Uxolani and Uzethu is growing strong. Not them making out on Yanga's bed. I mean, on Linkamva's bed. And of course, Hlati found them on Hlati on Linkamva's bed, and this made him angry, okay? Because he was like, what do you mean you all are making out on Linkamva's bed. Okay, just last week we were celebrating Linkamva's graduation, and you guys are making out. I feel like it's a bit, I don't know if it's a bit disrespectful or not, but they should make out, because at the end of the day, the parents have agreed that they should, this whole relationship thing should go on and it should continue. So hiding it and not being able to be themselves or making out or whatever, it creates a lot of fiction, and I feel like the parents should just get used to Zethu and Xolani. On the other hand, this week again was coming up on Inimba. Umgidi Zenande. Is it Zenande? Yes. So Zenande has finally become a man in a closer cast. Sana talking about it's never too late for anything in life. It's never too late for anything in life, because why is Zenande going back to initiation school in his 30s? 30s, okay, and the way he is so well celebrated by the family, everyone really just show up. Listen, when I tell you that the Ngogana family decided to come together and celebrate Azande, the Ngogana family decided that if there's one thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna come together and we're going to celebrate this journey with Azande. So Azande is coming back. Hopefully he is not coming back as the annoying Azande that he was. Oh, Sana, he was so annoying. Hopefully him being a man will definitely change his character as well. Praying for him at this point, like seriously praying for him. Yo, Sana, I was never ready to see AI version of Linkamva. So it's finally Linkamva's graduation party. When I tell you that everyone came through for Linkamva, including Zolega and Lazarus. They made a huge graduation celebration party that was hosted in Thandega's house. And of course, this came as a huge surprise to Utumega and Uhlati, as they never expected it. Well, Yanga, thinking with a young mind and a naive mind, she thought it would be nice. It would be such a cute gesture if she were to do something for her parents so that they will feel Yanga's presence within them in the room. So we all know about AI. AI nowadays, it does the impossible. Okay, whatever that you thought it's impossible is very much possible with AI. So Yanga created a version of Yanga wearing his graduation clothes, wanting to send a message within his family. Oh, Sana Utumega broke down right there and then. And I definitely think, and I'm afraid that Hlati was right about Utumega. I don't think Tumega will be able to take this as a cute gesture. I don't know if it's gonna rub Utumega in a sort of way, because we saw that Tumega was now healing. Tumega was now willing to let go that, you know what, it is what it is. Things in life happens. Linkamva is not with us in a way. She have to move on, whatever that moving on means, but it has to happen. But as soon as she saw Kamva, I was so shocked also. I was just never ready, okay? I don't know. It feels like it's have taken Utumega 100 steps back. And the whole family was just shocked, honestly. No one was happy. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see tonight. How will the family react? So do you think young Yanga went too far trying this cute gesture for her family? And Nkamva's graduation, and I don't know, to me it does seems like Uhlati really is putting Tumega's feelings, because he's like, no, we cannot attend this graduation because it may bring back old wounds that we all think that they have healed, But Utumega is like, no, I'm good and strong to go and attend my son's graduation. Listen, I do not have a problem with attending my son's graduation. But then Utumega started to take Nkamva's picture and talking to Nkamva as if Nkamva is here, or as if Nkamva will actually be present on that graduation day. He will be the one who will be collecting his degree. And for some reason, Uhlati started to feel sorry for Utumega and her mental health, thinking, no, this cannot be a good thing for Tums. It can really take her back to depression. I'm like, is Shotzi being content? I'm not sure. Anyway, now they're having dinner, and Tumega and Linkamva are talking about the graduation. Tumega is even talking about getting more tickets to invite more family members. And for some reason, Hlansi got annoyed and be like, listen up, huh? No one is going to attend that graduation party, not under my watch. Well, Uhlati, he always have controlling tendencies, and that's one thing we know about him. He's like, I am the man of this house, and what I say goes. So therefore, as long as I am still the man of this house, I say no one, absolutely no one will attend the graduation party without my consent. No one is going there. And I'm just like, why every time I feel like Tumega and Hlansi's relationship is improving, it goes back? I feel like the relationship is improving, it goes back. Like, what? These two, I don't think they were made for this marriage thing. Meanwhile, we were about to witness the biggest argument between Lazarus and Tumega, and Zolega, because they are disagreeing on taking Luandle's offer. Honestly, I'm team Tumega on this one. I'm just like I just cannot believe that Luandle is willing to go through this length just so that he can or just so that he can betray his dad. I'm like, wow, Luandle must be one of the most heartless child to ever exist. It's one thing to be angry at your parent, it's another to just completely want to go off board and make sure that you totally betray and backstab your parent. Luandle. Yo, Inimba, this week we are going to experience Hlansi's anger once again. I really don't understand what is Hlansi and Tumega fighting about this time around, because it seems like they have made peace with Zethu and Xolani's relationship. They are willing to move forward. They do not want the relationship between Zethu and Xolani to divide the family, and they are willing to work with Xolani's parents. But this week, what we saw, Hlatsi shouting and yelling and saying he is the man of the house, and whatever that he says, it goes. It's got Younger scared, okay? Now, was ungrateful Luandle? Let's talk about Luandle's ungratefulness. Honestly, Luandle going and approaching Khusela Lazarus that he wants to sell his shares from Zondo Tech as another level of ungratefulness. He says that he wants his father, Signy Zondo, to feel another next level of being betrayed. And I'm like, honestly, at this point, I am so confused. What did Zondo, or rather Signy Zondo, do to Luandle? Like, what? Okay? Because it's not even Signy who organized the thugs in prison to beat up Luandle. Like, Luandle is an ungrateful, spoiled breast. But, but I feel like Signy deserves it in a way, because Signy also has let Mawetu down. Mawetu desperately wanted Zondo Tech shares, but Signy was not coming into the party. He was like, no, you're never going to get these shares, this, that, and the other thing. And that has deeply wounded Umawetu. Even when Umawetu finds out that Luandle now have shares, you could tell that he was sad. He went and confided in his girlfriend that, hey, this is happening and this is not happening. But it does seem like Mawetu's girlfriend will then find out that Luandle is selling his shares to Lazarus. One thing about Mawetu's girlfriend, she can separate work and pleasure. I love that girl for that. Okay, it's never easy to separate work and pleasure, and when I bet you, she will not tell Mawethu that she have this information about Lwandle selling his shares to Lazarus. Now, Zoleka is not keen to the idea of Lwandle coming back to work for Khosela Tech, because what Lwandle wants is to come back and work for Khosela Tech whilst he has sold his Zondo shares. But it seems like Lazarus enjoys the control. He will definitely find pleasure in making sure that Signy Zondo regrets, or rather he owns parts of Signy Zondo's company. Things are about to be shaky. Zoleka is not keen to the idea, and Lazarus is like, with all the respect, ma'am, this is not your decision alone. I, as the owner of the company, have made a decision that I will take Lwandle back to the Khosela Tech. Yeah, guys, like I don't know. I feel like Lwandle is ungrateful, but I cannot wait for Signy to actually be pissed off by what Lwandle, the betrayal that Lwandle is planning for him. I'm just like, okay, I cannot wait for this. Also, I don't know how will Mawethu feel. Will he be laughing as well when he find out, oh yeah, look what your beloved son has done to you. Yeah, guys, a lot is happening on Enyimba this week. Also, we are set to experience a wedding of the century. When is this wedding coming? Sana Zoleka is back on Enyimba, and being a boss babe that she is already rubbing shoulders with Uqhawekazi. Now, of course, Uqhawe felt a bit entitled to be the manager of Linkamva Projects, since it was her idea. Zoleka feels like Uqhawe still needs a room to grow a bit, be a bit matured, be wise up when it comes to a business. Of course, Uqhawe feels a bit offended by this. Like, what do you mean? I came with this idea to begin with. And Zoleka's like, it's not the same thing, babe. It is not the same thing, okay? And yeah, it seems like Uqhawe is just still a bit sore at home, and Zoleka had to just put her straight. Now, guys, I also heard that it will be Zoleka's rehearsal wedding dinner this Friday. Sana uyachata uZoleka. Now, we have Uzethu, who is back from her leave. And at her surprise, she found out that Lwandle is also back in the company. And this is Signy saying, listen, baby girl, you either have to find a way to work with Lwandle or leave. And we know that Uzethu doesn't have a choice to leave. I mean, she have a baby on the way. She will leave and go where exactly? Now, we also have Unhlatsi and Ulimise not happy about Uxolani's announcement, whereby he announced ukuthi him and Zwethu are official now. I think it's a real thing. And they're going to raise a baby together, and they're going to figure out life together. For some reason, that rubs Limise in a wrong way, and Ulimise encourages Uhlatsi to say, hey, bro, if you are a real man, if you are a man's man, if there's one thing that you're going to do is to go and you will go and talk to your brother, to talk to Xolani, to end all this nonsense of a relationship. And he's like, okay, clearly I'm not a man's man, because, Uhlatsi is like, okay, I will do it, okay? But you can tell when Uhlatsi was having this conversation with Uthulani, his brother Uthulani, that Uthulani is a bit uncomfortable. It's like, whose idea was it in the first place? Was it yours or was it your wife? And I'm like, that's a good question. Ask. Because at this point, clearly, we all know that Uhlatsi is incapable of making his own decisions where his wife is involved. I absolutely see nothing wrong with uXolani stepping up and being there for uZethu and actually even be willing to raise Linkamva's child. Now, we all know that Ulimiza is going to be jealous since Thandeka is not going to be an evil mother-in-law. Thandeka is going to be so loving and so welcoming towards uZethu, and this will not make Uthumeka happy. Sana, the drama. One thing we cannot deny is that Azande made his family